Hi guys and welcome to my new video. As you can tell, it's the first one in English, so please take it easy on me. Also, it's the first one I'm doing with my host mom together. So you guys asked for a host mom Q&A. I asked her all your questions and you will see her answers in a bit. Her name is Kelly. We live here in Arlington. I'm with the family for 10 months now and I'm leaving in 2. This is so crazy. So if you got any further questions, no matter for me or from my host mom, just send them to me via Snapchat or Instagram. I'll make sure I link all my accounts down in the description box. And yeah, if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And please don't bother that the video is filmed in another location and I'm wearing other clothes because right now I edited the video and I wondered, hey Lisa, you don't got an intro, maybe you should film it right now. So yeah, it is how it is. Please enjoy the video. So why did you decide for an au pair and not a nanny?
I think for us, the main reason was for the flexibility of the hours. With a traditional nanny, they usually work like 8 to 5 or 9 to 6 Monday through Friday. And with an au pair, you have the flexibility to break up the schedule in the day. So as you know, you work in the morning and then you have a chunk off and then you work in the evening. So that's great for kids that have a school schedule. So Lisa works like 7 to 8:30 in the morning, has a big chunk off in the middle of the day when the kids are in school, and then works again 3:30 to 8. So, and I know a number of the au pairs in the neighborhood have a similar schedule, so you're able to kind of hang out and go to the gym and so forth. But with a nanny, that's not an option. Also, the ability to change the schedule on a week-to-week basis. So my husband and I travel and have different schedules. So if I need to adjust the hours one day versus another, it's not so set in stone.
Right.
One last thing is that we're also able to build in a date night when we want to. So with a nanny, usually they just work Monday through Friday during the week, but we have the 45 hours that we can work with in Lisa's schedule. So if we know we want to go out on a Friday night, we can build that into your hours, and we don't have to worry about finding a babysitter, somebody that doesn't know our kids. Also, the reliability of having a au pair in your house versus a nanny. So for example, if you live somewhere where there's bad weather often, like snowstorms, oftentimes nannies might have trouble getting to your home if they live 30 to 45 minutes away and you've got a snowstorm and you're stuck inside for 3 days. Having someone live in your house is great because they're already there, so you don't have to worry about bad travel conditions. So that's definitely a benefit.
So what is a no-go?
For me, when I am interviewing au pair candidates, it's somebody who is not communicating in an effective manner. So for example, if I reach out to them for a Skype interview and it takes 3-4 days for them to get back to me, or maybe once we've interviewed, we're communicating back and forth over email, they're just not being responsive, that's kind of a red flag to me that maybe this isn't a good fit. I really want somebody that's excited and wants to do this. Somebody who is shy, or when we're interviewing over Skype isn't being proactive and asking about my children and trying to engage with them. One of the things that you were great at is, as soon as my kids came on the screen, you were asking them what they're interested in and, what's their favorite, movie and what do they like to do. And that's important to me as a mom to see that you actually really care about my children and want to get to know them. And then I think also if I get a red flag that somebody's kind of maybe doing this for the wrong reasons, sometimes I think maybe people want to just postpone their life for a year and they don't know what they want to do, so they're like, oh, I'll go be an au pair. But they don't really like kids or have any experience, or just coming here to party. And it's fine to come here and have some fun, but for me, it's important that you're coming here for the right reasons to grow yourself professionally and personally, and be a great part of our family.
Is there any no-go you have here in your house, like when they live with you?
I think it's just being respectful. I mean, I've never, with you, I think we were very upfront from the beginning, and we have been with all of our au pairs about, like, what works with us. Please don't stay out till 6 a.m. when you have to work at 7 a.m. the next morning. Be respectful that, if you're scheduled to work, that you're not coming in and with no sleep or no energy. That's a big thing for me. And then just, being tidy, keeping your area clean. I mean, for me, I'm just a very tidy person. So when you're playing with the kids, make sure and encourage them to clean up their space and not leave a trail of destruction all over the house.
So what are you looking for in an au pair?
I think it's really just getting a gauge of their personality, somebody who's loving, who's fun, who is outgoing, and, you know, will be proactive with my kids. One of the big things now that I have older kids that are 6 and 8 is they're always like, what are we going to do? We're bored. So somebody who can come and say, hey, let's do arts and crafts, or why don't we go outside, or somebody who can come up with ideas. That's really important, that, you know, can engage my kids in different things. Somebody who can be loving but also firm. So I always call you Mary Poppins because that's the perfect example. If you've seen the movie, she is great with the kids love her and respect her, but she also has them follow the rules and doesn't let them run all over her. So I think those are kind of some of the most important qualities to me.
Okay, so how is it to leave the au pair with the kids alone for the first time?
I think it can definitely be scary, especially if your children are younger. Lisa's our 5th au pair, and so we had our first au pair, Rochelle, when the boys were 1 and 3. So that was a little bit scarier to me since Landon was a baby and he had so many things, you know, a bottle and nap time and, you know, fussiness and just being young and being very attached to me. That was really difficult for me. But I think, you know, now that they're older, it's a little bit better, but I really feel as long as you have a good communication with your au pair once, you know, beforehand, before they come here, and once they arrive, give them a good kind of welcoming to your home and your rules and your house and your neighborhood, and also give them some time in the beginning to really engage with the kids and start to build that relationship and that trust before just walking out the door and saying, see ya. You know, and for me, I've always kind of started with, you know, in the first day or two, once we felt comfortable, leaving them for about 30 minutes, just kind of running to Starbucks or to the store and then coming back, or just going upstairs and giving them some time and space. That way we make sure that the children are feeling comfortable, our au pair's feeling comfortable, we're feeling comfortable, and then you can just kind of build on that from there.
Yeah. Interesting question. So, how does it feel to have an au pair living in your house?
I think it depends on the design of your house. You know, we have a 4-story house, so our au pairs have the bottom level, the basement. So you have your own room and your own bathroom and kind of your own space. So it's not like your bedroom's next to mine. So I feel like that's a good setup. I guess it depends on your house. But, you know, we've never really had any issues with it. You know, obviously we share a common space, but I think it's important to encourage your au pair to be independent and go out and have his or her own life, because when they're not working, you know, they don't want to just go sit in their room and feel like they're left out, or hang out with you the whole time, which of course we love to hang out with Lisa, but we want her to go out and have fun and hang out with her friends. So I think it's just being open and communicative. If there's, you know, time that you just want to spend in the living room by yourself, you know, just let her know, and vice versa. If she has friends over and kind of wants a certain space, we just talk about it.
Are you still in touch with your former au pairs?
We are. In fact, we just got back from South Africa. We went on a safari and we visited Cape Town, and our very first au pair, Rochelle, was from South Africa. So we got to hang out with her. It's been 4 years since we've seen her, and go to dinner with her and catch up on her life. So that was really fun. And then we also were in Israel 2 years ago and saw our former au pair, Lotum. So yeah, I definitely talk to all of our former au pairs. They're a part of our family, and I care about what's happening in their lives, and they care about what's happening with the boys, and that's the best part of having this kind of family in all these different countries around the world.
Okay, so do you involve the current au pair with searching for a new one?
Yeah, I think this is a very valuable thing. You have a current au pair in your house who knows your children and your family, and they can be really helpful in helping you to find the right fit for your family, but also in talking to the au pair candidates to answer any questions that they might have that maybe they're afraid to ask the the host mom or dad. Especially if the au pair is from the same country. So, for example, if we were looking at a new German au pair, Lisa could speak to them in German, and they might just feel more comfortable. Even though their English is good, they, it just makes them feel more at ease and understand kind of from a German perspective what it would be like to be in America and be in a host family and so forth. So, I definitely encourage involving your au pair in any type of search for a new au pair.
Right. So that was it with the questions. Thank you so much for participating.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, we'll say bye.
Bye.
Bye.